Okay, hello everyone. We're just starting up now. I hope you can see me and hear me okay. My name is Robin Shaw, and welcome to today's live stream. I've missed the last two live streams, but I'm here now. I'm here today. I'm back. I'm healthy. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm just going to take a quick look in the chat room, see who is here. I see Lolly, Carrie, and Layla. Welcome, guys. Welcome here. I guess you are my top students today because you're here now. I hope you've been doing your English homework while I've been away. When the teacher is away, you still got to practice and study English. Okay, let's see. Andre's here too. Hello, Andre. Good to see you here. Gian, DF, Fanny. Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. If you guys got English questions, now is the time. So, a little bit of news. I'm gonna be changing a little bit about this channel. So, I think Wednesday I'm going to have the English live stream, and then Sundays I'm going to go back to a lesson. So I'm going to be teaching a lesson. So Wednesdays is the live Q&A, and then Sunday will just be a live English lesson. So when I do the lesson, like a grammar lesson or vocabulary lesson, English lesson, on Sunday, I'm just going to do the lesson, and I'm going to teach it live, and you can ask questions live, but I'm not going to do a Q&A after the lesson. So the only time you can ask me English questions is going to be Wednesday, and then Sunday I'm just going to teach. And Layla, May I know why you didn't do a live stream last week? I was busy, Layla. I had many things to do. Also, my feeling wasn't good mentally, physically, so I thought it would be nice to take a week break. And now I'm back. I missed you all. Hello, Hyungwoo. How are you doing? Hyungwoo came to listen to my voice. It helps him sleep. No, I guess he's not sleeping. It's daytime there. In the thumbnail, yeah, that woman is Grace in the thumbnail. And Grace is here. How was your vacation, Grace? Oh, Sleepwalker's here too. Hello, Sleepwalker. Gabrielle, Gabrielle Moreira Santos. Say hi for me. You can say hi. Who are you saying hi to? Just say hi. Hello. All right, guys, I'm here. If you got any English questions, bring them. Tell me. Use me as the tool. What do you got? Grace. It was great. I can't believe my vacation ended. You don't need was ended. You could just say, I can't believe my vacation ended. And Grace, you went to Vietnam, and I'm sure you had a great time in Vietnam. All right, Layla has an English question because she knows what we're supposed to do here. We're supposed to improve our English. Am I being overprotective? Overprotective means when someone gives a lot of care towards something or someone, yeah. So over as if you see over in the beginning of a word, yeah, that's going to mean too much. Overprotective, you're too protective. Usually you have children. So parents, of course, not all parents, but a lot of parents, especially in Korea, are overprotective of children, that are protecting their children too much. And Gabrielle, what are we going to learn today? Well, Gabrielle, we're going to learn whatever you guys ask me. This is just an English Q&A today. This is, yeah, I'll change the title. Q&A. So if you got any English questions, because I know you guys study English every day. So any kind of English question. And what do you got? I'm looking. Lolly lolly. I don't know exactly in what circumstance someone used the expression "be my guest." All right, let's take a look at "be my guest" and "help yourself." I'm going to add another expression there and make sure. So these are two good expressions. You need to know these expressions. They're very common in English. Be my guest and help yourself. So what that means is you want to do something, and I think we need an example. So let me think of an example. You ask me, Robin, can I? Yeah, I'm terrible with examples. Maybe, okay, I'll give a little more complicated example. So maybe I invite you over to dinner at my house. So you're coming to my house for dinner. I cook dinner for you. I make the dinner. And then after the dinner, you make an offer. You say to me, Robin, thank you for cooking this delicious dinner. I would like to wash the dishes for you. So I cook dinner, and then you feel, oh, I should do something to help. So you make an offer, I should wash the dishes instead of you. And I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to agree. And when I agree to that situation, I'm going to say, be my guest. And be my guest means if you want to do something, you can do it. I have no problem. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to block you. Okay, be my guest. If you say, again, you come over to my house for dinner and you ask me, can I wear a hat? And I would say, be my guest. All right, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to block you. All right, be my guest. Help yourself is a similar thing, more about food. People with food, help yourself. I'm not going to stop you from eating. Just help yourself. If you came over to my house again and you ask, Robin, can I have some water? And I might say, help yourself in the fridge. Go to the fridge or refrigerator, and you can open the fridge and help yourself. Okay? So these two expressions mean that I don't really care. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to block you. You're free to do whatever you want. All right? There's a lot more examples. A better teacher might be able to tell you, but I can't think of so many examples right now. And I spent a lot of time talking about this. But if you guys have some examples when to use be my guest or help me yourself, please check in the chat. Okay, I got to move on. Salut, lolly lolly, speaking French. Fanny, can I say I have got my hands full with my work? Yes. My hands are full. That's an idiom that means you're busy. So I've got my hands full. That means busy. Too busy. Layla, A, why can't I call? B, no, dummy, that's not what I meant. Dummy, does it mean something where someone is stupid? Dummy, yeah, kind of for children. And I don't want to make anyone angry or offended. I'm going to talk about a little bit of bad words. So, if you want to say someone is not smart, yeah, the most common are idiot and stupid. Now, be careful using these words. You don't want to make anybody angry. If you call me an idiot, I might be angry. Uh, so, a kind of not so strong would be dummy. And it's not as strong as idiot, it's stupid. And maybe kids might use this, hey, dummy. But it still can be, it still hurts, if someone says you're not smart. So, not as strong as idiots or stupid, but still, it means the same thing, but be careful using it, dummy. But again, usually children use that. Grace says, now I need to sort out my lectures that I postponed. Yes, that's correct. Grace, how was your Chuseok for you, Robin? Grace is asking me about the Korean holiday. Last week, the big Korean holiday, Chuseok, started. I'm not Korean, Grace, so my days were usual. Nothing special about my Chuseok holiday. Layla, how do you get the internet outside the hotel? How to get the internet outside? How to get the. Uh, yeah, number two is awkward. We don't want to use that sentence. And number one, although the grammar is better than number one, how do you get the internet outside? How do you get Wi-Fi? I'm not sure if people actually ask how do you get the internet outside the hotel. The grammar it makes sense, but I'm not sure if people actually say that. We might. How do you get Wi-Fi outside the hotel? All right, Grace, Robin, can you be my guest again? Uh, I will order delivery chicken for you. Yes. Now, that be my guest and the be my guest I taught here a little different because your be my guest is the first meaning. Be my guest at my house or my area. Fanny. This is it. Fried chicken cooked by me. Right sentence. This is it. This is. I think we gotta get rid of that it. This is fried chicken. Period. Cooked by me. Period. I think that's gonna be two sentences. If you're writing, if you're speaking, yeah, this is fried chicken. Yeah, it should be. You should say this is fried chicken. Period. It's cooked by me. But if you're speaking, you might just say cooked by me. But if you're writing, this is fried chicken. Period. New sentence. It's cooked by me. But for speaking, this is fried chicken cooked by me. That's okay for speaking. And Hyungwoo, I cooked this fried chicken. Yeah, that would probably be better. But native speakers use different ways. Layla, I am used to seeing you at least twice in a week. Twice a week. So you want to say I'm used to. I'm used to seeing you at least twice a week. That's better. Grammatically speaking, This is a fried chicken cooked by me. Is a correct sentence? This is a fried chicken that. Well, be careful, Hyung-woo, because grammatically speaking, you've got grammatical problem. This is a fried chicken. For food, we usually treat chicken as uncountable. So we wouldn't put the article to mean one. We want to treat it uncountable. So this is fried chicken. If we're talking about chicken as an animal that's alive, this is a chicken that is alive. But if we take out the this is fried chicken cooked by me. That is awkward. That is spoken. That's spoken English. People do speak like that. But I would agree this is fried chicken that I cooked. But I would go back. I cooked this fried chicken. What you said earlier is probably better. Hello, Layla. I am used to no. You got to say seeing you. I'm used to seeing you twice a week. Depends on when I'm rethinking that. Remember, there's two meanings for used to. And I think I better talk about that on the board. Remember, there's two meanings for used to. So it's very important we know which one we're talking about. So I'm used to, this meaning is I'm familiar with you. So I'm used to seeing you twice a week. That's a habit. So every week Layla sees me at least twice a week. So you're used to that. You're very familiar with that. I used to see you twice a week means in the past. This is talking about the past tense. Very different meaning than this one. So I think the one Layla's trying to say is she's used to, she's very familiar and expecting to see me twice a week. Layla, Robin, by the way, I sent you a private message, but I didn't check my private messages in, WhatsApp. If it's in WhatsApp, if I'm opening up WhatsApp net, okay, I'm seeing your private messages. Oh, okay. Sorry, Layla. WhatsApp is sometimes a headache because so many people send me messages, but I'm sorry I missed your message, Layla. And I'm fine. Hyung-woo, guys, what do you like about Robin? You need a question mark. So Layla, I am used to. You got to say I'm used to seeing you. At least twice a week. Oh, Layla's, how long have you started teaching English? Since when have you started teaching English? You can ask both questions. How long have you started teaching? No. How long? Oh, no. I gotta fix those up. How long? Some string. Ooh. How long have you been teaching English? And since when have you been teaching English? Since when have you been teaching English? So these would be the two questions. They're asking a little bit different answer. Basically the same thing. They want to know. So how long have you been teaching English? I might say 20 years. And since when have you been teaching English? Since 1999, which basically mean the same thing. Grace tastes jealousy. No, can it be? It could be used in a book. The writer can use some colorful language, but just normal everyday speaking. No, we don't say tastes jealousy. But that might be something you might read in a novel or something, where the writer is trying to give some, write in a way so you can understand the feeling or atmosphere of the characters or the scene in the book. But day-to-day speaking, we're not going to say taste jealousy. Sashintha Fernando, your lessons are awesome. Thank you, Sashintha. I think this is the first time I've seen you. Where are you from? So I'm used to seeing you at least twice a week. Yes, that's right. Do you get used to living? No, you got to used to ing. So are you used, or have you? There's many ways to write that one, Grace. Let's see. And it's a little more complicated because I would probably say have you gotten used to? Have you gotten used to living in Korea? Maybe yet. Have you gotten used to living in Korea yet? You could also maybe put a be verb. Are you used to living in Korea? And of course, I would say yes. And Hyungwoo, do you get used to living in Korea? That might work for speaking, but it's a little awkward for writing. That might. Oh, Robin, I thought your video was not working, so I was answering questions. No, I've been answering the questions. How long have you decided to study English? How long have you how long have you been? How long have you decided to study English? That's a little awkward because the answer would be I decided to study English only 2 years. After 2 years, I will stop. I think you want to ask, how long have you been studying English? Now, I think. But if you ask someone, how long have you decided to study English? I think most people don't put a time. Like, I'm only going to study English 2 years. Layla Robin, by the way, how are your eyes with allergies right now? My eyes are still itchy. It still bothers me every day, the allergies. Fanny, I'm used to always following with ing. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to. You should have an ing. I'm used to itchy eyes. So the answer is no. I guess it depends if you have a verb or adjective. So I have I'm, so we know it's going to be some sort of habit or something I'm familiar with. So if I said I'm used to, so I'm used to itchy eyes. My eyes are itchy these days, so I'm used to it. This does not have an ing, but this is certainly not a verb. Now, if we have a verb, I'm used to scratching my eyes. Is it on the board? Okay. So now I have a verb, and yeah, I'm going to say if you're using a verb, it should have ing, as far as I knowledge. But you can see itchy eyes is not a verb here. It's adjective. We're not using ing. So I'm used to cold air. All right. That's not using ing. Using an adjective. Everyone here is my friend. I am scratching my eyes. Could you please pronounce scratching? Scratching. Scratching. When I want to buy a dinner meal, you don't have to say meal in Korea. When I want to buy a meal or when I want to buy a dinner, what does it cost? Depends what you want to eat. But I think low cost meal is about $5. And then let's see. Saudi Arabia. Does Saudi Arabia have McDonald's? Sorry, I'm just checking. Oh. I'm checking something called the Big Mac Index. And the Big Mac Index is a good way to understand the prices of other countries because it takes McDonald's, which is in almost every country. So the McDonald's main hamburger is a Big Mac. So it compares how much a Big Mac is in every country. So you can kind of guess, if a Big Mac is very expensive, then all food is expensive. And if a Big Mac is very cheap, all food is cheap. So I'm just looking at the Big Mac index. And South Korea has a Big Mac at about $4. And it says Saudi Arabia has a Big Mac about $3.20. So according to the Big Mac Index, living in South Korea is more expensive than Saudi Arabia. I don't know if that's true. So you got to pay a little more if you're buying a meal in Korea. Grace, I get used to living in Korea. I've gotten used to, but for speaking, some people I get used to it. Oh, Sashintha. Is it okay to use ain't? It's never okay to use ain't. Ain't is a word I wouldn't, I even tell Hyungwoo, don't use the word ain't. Uh, you're going to hear ain't in a lot of American music, and you're going to hear ain't in a lot of, I guess, it's more of a street word or urban word. It's not really considered a highly educated word. So, Sashintha, I want you to speak the best English you can. So, I don't want you to get in a habit of using ain't. It's kind of really too informal. Uh, I don't use it. And if my students use ain't, I usually tell them, don't use ain't. Layla, I'm always eager to study English every single day. Sounds good. I feel like crazy about English. You could just say, I'm crazy about English. I'm crazy about English. You don't have to say I'm feel. Just you can tell us you're feeling. I'm crazy about English. Andre, what's the meaning of I've got used to. I've got used to, or I've gotten used to, is just some time has passed, and over that time, I've got used to it. So an example, I've compared to Canada, Korea has a lot of air pollution. So I've lived here over 20 years. So over the 20-year period, I've gotten used to the air pollution. Oh, some people tend to use ain't. Ain't is used in many ways. Don't even teach it. It's best not even to teach where it's used. Layla, Robin, I would have felt comfortable if I talked to you more. All right, so your sentence is correct, but I'm not sure when you're talking about a certain time in the past. So I'm not sure when that time was. Uh, but you're talking about a past. That's past tense expression. Something in the past where we were talking. Grace, if someone says you look yummy, do I have to fight with him? Yeah. If someone said to you, you look yummy, that could be kind of sexual harassment. Lolly Lolly is crazy about English. Good. I got all the crazy people. That's good. Welcome, crazy people. Crazy about English people. I'm crazy about English. Yeah, Layla, you don't want to say I am crazy about English. Let's get the spoken. Let's use a contraction. I'm crazy about English. I'm crazy about English. I'm crazy about English. Layla, I'm confused about understanding this sentence. I'm confused of. I would say I'm confused about this sentence. I'll type it out. I'm confused about this sentence. I'm confused about this sentence. Grace, oh bad. I should have said something. Yeah, you should have said Layla, may I know is my sentence correct? May I know if my sentence is correct? Question mark. Robin, I won't let you down. I will support you as much as possible. Layla, the grammar is correct, but the meaning, I won't let you down. Like, what do you mean you won't let me down? Let you down means disappoint me. How can you disappoint me? I'm not sure. I will support you as much as possible. Again, I'm not sure what the topic is you're talking about exactly. Saddam Azam Chima. Hello, sir. I'm crazy about English. Shashintha. Is it okay to use wanna without using want to? Yes, because wanna, be careful. If you're writing, you always want to. And if you're speaking, so writing, you should write always want to. Never write wanna. But you know, in a text message, people might write wanna, but a text message is very informal. But if you're writing an email or essay, you always want to write want to. For speaking, it's okay to say want to. I want to go home. That's fine. But you know, you're gonna see a lot of or hear a lot of native speakers. I wanna go home. Layla, do you think they stand a chance? I'm a little confused about this sentence because of stand a chance. This is expression. Do you think they stand a chance? So do you think, kind of that's asking, do you think they can do it? Is it possible they can do it? That's kind of that's asking. Now, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. You didn't give enough information, but do you think they stand a chance? You're asking someone, do you think it's possible they can do it? Andre, is it correct? I think I'll have got used to it by the end of this year. Yeah, that could work. And so, in other words, I'll be used to it next year, not next year, at the end of this year. Or next year, you'll be used to it. Yeah, you'll be used to it next year. Youngu, it's been 25 months since I came to the US. Nowadays, I feel like my English level has been remaining stationary. Well, Hyungu, probably because of your friend group, the circle of friends. You already caught up to them in the English. You need to meet higher level English speakers. So I wouldn't worry about that. If you go for your master's degree, you're certainly going to increase your English level when you go into your master's degree, and everyone has a higher level of English. Layla, could you clarify this expression, please? Could you explain this expression, please? Both of those are okay, Layla. Both of those are okay. Sleepwalker. Oh, great. We got a question from Sleepwalker. I'm very happy, Sleepwalker, because you don't ask many questions. Which of these words can we use regarding girls? Mate, dude, buddy, pal. Pal, I guess in pen pal. Pal is usually only used with pen pal. Buddy, hey buddy. I think mate. I don't know. I'm not a girl, so I would, for me, I wouldn't call, if I had a friend, I'm a man. If my friend was a girl, I wouldn't call her my mate. Definitely not dude. That's only for men. Buddy, I wouldn't call. Maybe I could call a girl a pal. She's my pal. But I think for a man talking about a woman, I would just say she's my friend. I don't think. Uh, yeah, sleepwalker. If I'm a girl talking to another girl, I'm not sure. She's my sister. I don't know. I don't. I really. I don't have the answer to that. Sleepwalker. I would just say friend, but dude is definitely wrong, and mate just doesn't sound right. She's my mate. No, you no. Saddam, I want to watch your online lectures. Well, Saddam, you can go to my Shaw English YouTube channel and see all the lectures. Sashintha. Some people use isn't it without using isn't it. Guess isn't it is bad to use. Yeah, Sashintha. I was talking to some two guys from Utah, the state in America, and I met them in Korea. They were on the street, and I was talking to them. Hey, where are you from? They said we're from Utah. I said I'm from Canada, and we were on the street, and they said, "Isn't it hot today? Isn't it?" And I never heard that in my life because in where I'm from in Canada, we never use "isn't it." But these guys, these American guys, they said, "Isn't it?" Uh, I say, "Isn't it?" Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? But yeah, I heard, "Isn't it?" So it's possible. Remember, English is spoken and pronounced differently around the world. So, uh, although they use "isn't it" in at least Utah, maybe other places too, but it's not wrong, but it's not how I speak. But it's not wrong. You should know, isn't it? Isn't it hot today? But I'll say, isn't it hot today? Layla, I can watch movies to increase my vocabulary. I watch movies in order to increase my vocabulary. I think both of those are exactly the same, Layla, and both of those are correct. Uh, Now, if you want to get technical, I can watch means it's possible. It it doesn't mean you do it. It just means it's possible. Uh, so I would take out the can. Just say I watch movies to increase my vocabulary. But if you said I can watch movies to increase my vocabulary, that could mean you watch movies to increase your vocabulary. But if you're writing a test, you wouldn't really say I can watch. You just say I watch. Layla. Oh, no, wait. I skipped Sleepwalker. Okay, smiley face. Jocelyn McCarthy. In what fundamental way is it physically possible to expand my knowledge of the English tongue? Physically, you practice pronunciation. Mentally, read. Nothing is going to help you expand your knowledge more than reading, Jocelyn. Reading and then listening. It's input. You need more the more input you get, the more you can expand your knowledge. Fenny, I wanted to or I wanted without to. Uh, well, it depends on your verb or if it's followed by a verb or noun. There's both of them can work. It depends what you're saying, Fenny. I wanted to. Okay, if I have this too, I need a verb. I wanted to eat, but too late. And the other one, I wanted a car, but I had no money. All right, so right there, if we're following with a verb, yeah, I wanted to eat. You can't say I wanted to eat. I wanted to. And if you have a noun, I wanted a car. So I'm not sure if that answers your question, Fenny. You got to be more specific. And Layla, how many days do you go to the university week in this semester? I go to the university 4 days a week. All right. I'm getting through your questions, guys. Sleepwalker. Is there any difference between these expressions? Would you mind if I? Wouldn't you mind if I? Do you mind if I? Don't you mind if I? It's a little awkward to start with a negative. So wouldn't you and don't you? Those are awkward. So we want to say would you mind if I or do you mind if I? We don't want to start with a negative. Wouldn't you mind? Don't you mind? That's awkward. Grace, I have to wait 2 hours. I have to wait for 2 hours. I think that's the same, Grace. I wouldn't worry about that. You have to wait for 2 hours. Yeah, but when native speakers are speaking, we shorten sentences a lot, and I have to wait 2 hours. But they're gonna drop that 4 so fast. But yeah, if you're writing, you should maybe add the 4 because it's a time. I watch movies to increase my vocabulary. That sounds great. And Sashinta, would it be okay to use kinda in speaking without using kind of? Yes, of course. It's the same as want to. Kind of is writing, but of course, for speaking, we're going to use kinda. 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 It's kind of cold here. Of course, you can say it's kind of cold here. Same thing. Layla, I want you to come in with thumbnails and sketches for your story so we can get going. We need to come up with a theme. I researched about meaning of come up. But well, you should research come up with. It's actually 3. This is what you got to be checking. Come up with. So that's creating a new idea. You got to get a new idea, some new creation. Come up with. If you just check come up, it's a little different. You need come up with. Andre. I read an obscene comment. What does it mean? Song Thunderstruck by AC/DC is, yeah. That's music. And in music, there's lots of obscene comments. I like Thunderstruck by AC/DC. It's a very common song. Let me just check the lyrics and see what the meaning of that. Thunder. don't see those lyrics in Thunderstruck. Wait. You sure that's the right song? I wanted eat lots kind of food during the Grace, this is I wanted to. We talked about that earlier. I wanted to. You need the to. I wanted to eat here, I'll type it. I'll write it on the board. Excuse me. I wanted to eat and maybe many kinds of foods. You guys are typing. I gotta go back. During my vacation. I want to eat many kinds of foods during my vacation, but you need that but. Time was short, though. I guess time was short, though. You could use that for speaking. I hope my answer is correct. Could you please pronounce this word? Correct. Correct. And the opposite, incorrect. Layla, is there any difference between the American and British pronunciation of the word correct? Yes. So you would go to, I recommend for this, the Cambridge Dictionary. And then in the Cambridge Dictionary, I'm going to write correct. Let's hear. So American.
Correct.
Correct. And the UK.
Correct.
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 They sound very similar.
Correct. Correct.
Almost the same. Correct. Oh, it's a comment to the song. Then, Andre, just don't worry about comments. Bless you. Oh, for my sneeze. Thank you. Although I follow your advice since a few months, no. For a few months. Let's go back. A quick lesson on since and for. So, I wrote since wrong. Sign. So if you're going to use since, you need to be very specific. Since May. Very specific. Now, you weren't specific. You said a few months. So this got to be for a few months. And I feel my English is getting better a little bit. That's fine. All right. So you got to be careful with the since for. Since is very specific. Fanny, is there a difference between what are you up to later and what do you up to later? Well, we can't. The second sentence we can't do. What are you up to later? We can only use that. What are you doing later? But we can't say what do you up to later. No, that's wrong. Just what are you up to later? And that means what do you want to do later? Fanny, could you please pronounce later, letter? Later, letter. And US.
Letter.
Letter. UK.
Letter.
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 Letter. Aw. In chatting, what does it mean? Aw. I guess that might mean something is cute. Aw. Maybe that means cute. Layla, Robert, I want to show you what I draw these days. Could I use reveal instead of show? Show is better. Reveal means it's kind of more of a secret, but it's not a secret, Layla. You just want to show me. Correct. I've already come up with the solution of the problem that we're struggling the entire day yesterday. All right, let me fix it out. So it's past tense. I've already, and you want to use came up, but we're going to use come up with the solution to the problem that we were, past tense, struggling with the entire day yesterday. I've already come up with the solution. I already came up with the solution. All right, we'll leave it as came. I've already came up with the solution to the problem that we were struggling with the entire day yesterday. Maybe this is the best one, Andre. Although I follow your advice since October, I feel my English is getting better a little. I think your English is getting better a lot. You just don't notice, like most students. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up in the next couple minutes. So get any last questions or comments in, and I'll see if I can help. By the way, Robin, is there any English word which you hate or don't like and never use it? I hate the abbreviation LOL, laughing out loud, cuz everyone uses it. We're using another abbreviation, cuz. Because. Well, the word ain't is probably number one. I don't like the word ain't. LOL, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, Grace. So like Grace just wrote, thank you. I don't really like the quick style that people do texting. Grace is fine, but I don't know. I'm not. I'm an older generation, so I try not to use abbreviations too much. I'm so old. I never use this. I never use this. My texting is always full words. I don't do any short style. But that's kind of a personal preference. But for words I hate, ain't. I hate that. What do you think about Open Talk app? Open Talk. I'm not sure if I know Open Talk. Let me take a look. Open Talk. Looks okay. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to recommend it. Let's see. I'm just going to check it. Open Talk. The problem with apps and talking to other people is, there's a lot of guys looking for girls. So that usually spoils an app if you really just want to study English. And on the other hand, there's probably girls looking for guys. But I don't know, Open Talk. Let me just see if I can open talk. It's not talk English. I can't open talk. Is that? I don't. It's not coming up in my search. Yeah, give it a try, and if you like it, come back and tell us. I can't find it on my Google Play. Open Talk. Live audio chat. Well, give it a try and let us know. Audio chat. Open Talk. I can't find it on my phone. Robin, will you do live streams next week? Yes. Joanne D, hello. There's a lot of fake people. You have to check they're real or not. Yeah, maybe there's fake people. Fake people. Andre, I just thought we are can be also we were. No, we got to use we were. It's happened in the past. I'm wondering why my phone doesn't show Open Talk. I'm wondering if it's blocked in Korea for some reason. Because when I search Open Talk in my Google Play store, it doesn't show up. So it might be blocked in Korea for some reason. Yeah, I'm afraid about some apps because many boys bother me. Yeah. Fanny, I downloaded Speaky. Yeah, it's hard to find sincere people who study English. If I make an app, what do you want me to put in my app? If I had a language app and the rules are no dating, no hunting, I don't know. All right, guys. I'm gonna end it. I'll see you Wednesday. Wednesday will be a Q&A, and then next Sunday I'm going to teach a lesson. An English lesson. So I'll see you guys then, and until then, please be studying English. Reading, writing, listening, and conversation as much as you can, guys. Okay?